Yes, sir.
216151. We're going to be 17 intake, start mileage 5783.
Who's that?
That third shifter from North Carolina.
Oh, Wilcox? Cool guy.
He's nice, dude.
I actually really like working with him. So Superior Court got continued to next week.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? That case I was telling you about?
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll just pause my whole entire life for you.
I mean, I'm not gonna let him know that I cannot do that, unfortunately. We're flying out. Oh. We're flying out Sunday.
Oh, gonna be gone again.
Just for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. Sure. God, man. What's it like to work like 1 day a week? Yeah. Is it pretty cool?
That's pretty cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
God. One day I'll be on that level.
Huh?
One day I'll be on that level.
One day you'll be like that.
On that level, yeah. Like you, I get salaries. That's a pretty big crowd right there.
Well, they said as long as you you produce good numbers that they allow you to do that. So
Oh, okay. That's the crowd you're in? Producing the best numbers?
that is the crowd I'm in, so I'm sorry.
That's a pretty good crowd. Can I just take down all the way?
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock on a Monday. That's probably the best bet.
Probably hop on 77 and try.
Yeah. I got a letter in the mail saying that if I want to re-register my car in North Carolina, I can get an Army license plate.
It's tempting. You want to pay those $300 property taxes?
No.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. So my fingers actually really started.
Better still tell Sarge that.
Hey, hi, coverage up.
This is
77 northbound.
Also, have you ever gotten one of those letters? It says like,
No.
"Dear service member, if you would like it's clearly like a blank text or like a mass-produced letter because it's like in a different font. It says United States Army, like license plate.
I'm actually Stolen Valley. I was never even
Yes, it is.
I've made up everything.
But I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
I got up to about 110 in that whole completion.
I don't know what mine is because I did a little bit of running today, so
I was actually starting to get really concerned. It's gonna really wonky.
a little goofy.
It's gonna be a silly goose tail. That's why I kind of just stopped doing that kind of stuff unless I'm with you or Peter, because can you imagine if that was you and someone else?
I can. I definitely can.
So like yesterday, none of you guys were here, so I was like, I'm not even touching any stuff. It's not worth it to me.
Well, that one that I was telling you about, I don't think I even finished my story about the school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was a call for service.
Who's your backup?
Would it surprise you if I said I did not have one?
Oh, that's good. Incredibly dangerous. So why did that old guy have the gun on school property?
He's out of mind.
Did you arrest him?
I was going to at first.
Can you really arrest someone who actually does not know where they're at or what they're doing?
Well, you can. It's just a part of conviction. like mental disability, disability through age or other illness is a part of conviction. But at first when I was talking to him, I was like, hey, you know where you're at right now? And he's like, yeah, I'm at a bank. I was like, whoa. I was like, come here. Then after I talked to him a little more, it was pretty evident that he wasn't in the right state of mind.
Watch the CMAs the other day.
Huh?
Watch the CMAs the other day.
CMAs?
Country Music Awards.
Oh, you watch? I thought you said I went to the CMA. I was like, what
You
is
know
the
those
CMA?
tickets are like $400.
Yeah, because who has the cable to watch that anymore?
What's that?
Who has cable to watch that?
Yeah, but you would still think like every major artist, country artist in the country, all coming together singing in one place would cost more than $400.
Yeah, I mean,
They'd probably be terrible seats. They probably wouldn't be able to see anything. But
yeah, all right.
there was some seats that were facing one stage, but it wasn't facing the main stage. Like it was really weird.
Well, I've been to concerts like that before. There's two stages. There's like the main stage and like the backup or whatever stage where they have like main artists playing both.
So you'd have to stand up and turn around and look at the stage.
Oh, not like that though. Jeez.
Yeah, it was like it's on Hulu if you're interested in watching. There's a lot of good songs. Eric Church and Morgan Wallen played together.
Did they?
And then Post Malone, Hardy, and Morgan Wallen played together.
What a crew.
What a crew!
I'd never seen Hardy until one of Justin and I's friends was like, "Yeah, we're going to see Hardy
It's like
in a few weeks." I was like, "Oh my god, that dude's ugly."
he's kind of good looking dude.
No.
Well, Chris Stapleton was on there. Luke Combs sang a couple songs.
Dude, Luke Combs is balding pretty hard. He did like an acoustic set with Morgan Wallen. He did not have a hat on. I was like, whoa, put that thing back on.
Yeah,
Was he?
during the show, he had red Solo cups, and he was just chugging, dude. Like,
That's cool.
You could tell his wife was kind of annoyed, and like she was like, "Come on now." If he was not like a famous country singer, there's no way he'd be with his wife.
No.
Yeah, he was.
I feel like that's probably for the large majority of these like major artists, though.
What's her name? That up and coming artist, I forget her name. She won like Artist of the Year.
Lainey Wilson.
Yeah, Lainey Wilson. She won
I
Artist
saw
of the
that.
Year, which I think is ridiculous because one, I don't really care for music, but
I think her voice is pretty annoying, to be honest.
they had her against Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen, and she won. Like, if that's not staged, I don't know what is. Like, I'm not a huge Morgan Wallen fan. We can't deny his fame, and like,
Yeah.
I love him, so I love his.
I love Post Malone's music, too.
Until he became a drunken drug addict.
Yeah, he looks like he has been through some hard drugs.
It was good though. It was like 3 hours long. I mean, it was worth it. But they had Zach Bryan sitting next to Jelly Roll.
Jeez.
Because they were both going for New Artist of the Year.
Because they both hate the police.
They do. And Jelly Roll won it. And Zach Bryan just looked pissed. He just like, you could see he was just so unhappy. Probably because he got arrested twice in like the last 2 months. So both times made a complete ass out of himself.
Right.
I didn't know Eric Church. One, he smokes weed before every concert, which whenever I saw him in North Carolina, it was broke the law. Two, he's a good tie.
Really? Yeah. Everyone's entitled to their views.
I just didn't know that because his dad was a sheriff somewhere in North Carolina county.
Seriously.
He's either sheriff or chief. No, he was chief in a city in North Carolina. So it's kind of weird that he acted police chief and now he actively talks out against firearms.
It's a little strange,
I'm
but
sure he up around a lot of firemen.
Or maybe he didn't.
Well, I know he did because he lived. His dad, like, if you look at where his dad, like, was a chief at, it was like, you know,
This is Air Church.
yeah, he's like at the fucking North Carolina. And if you're telling me they're not out there shooting guns every day,
Yeah.
he's from like Grand something, or Rapid something North Carolina. His first name's Kenneth too.
Granite Falls.
Grand.
I don't know where Granite Falls even is.
It's up in the mountains, I think.
Washington, USA. That's not right. I thought that was the square foot, and for Granite Falls, I was like, really? 4,700. The old maps.
His dad was the police chief. Pretty cool.
Road Hiss.
I think I've actually been to Grand Falls.
No, you
When I
haven't.
was a little kid.
No, you haven't.
Serious?
No, it's next to Hickory. It's about, what, 2.5 hours away from us?
Your gig. His mom was at the show. It was pretty cool. He sang my favorite song. It wasn't on his lineup, but he added it. Let's stick that in your country song.
Granite Falls is pretty.
That's beautiful. I wouldn't mind living in a city like that.
The population's 4,700, so your paycheck would probably be a third of it what it is right now.
Yeah, we could also probably buy a bath by like $150.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yo, we're on, by the way. Okay, I'll call you after we're done.
And you'd probably buy a really nice house for about $150 to $200.
I'll tell you.
You do the old Zillow real quick?
The old Zillow search. Let's do for a second.
Can't imagine how many houses for sale.
Whoa,
Oh my god.
it's only 650,000.
Gotta have something. Go right there.
Yeah, that looks like a shack.
Okay.
That's a trailer.
No, you can't.
But I mean,
Can't be needy here. You gotta think with the view here.
all right, 319. It's a modest.
They're probably right off the ramp.
Dude, look.
That's beautiful. I guarantee small towns have some kind of like. If you're on the
Really nice stonework.
if you're on like the police force, I'm sure most small towns have some kind of grant for officers.
A grant.
Not a grant, but you know, typically there's something.
The basement looks like a dungeon.
Do they have a?
They have an above ground
Oh
pool.
my god. Are you kidding me?
Hey, don't hate on above ground pool.
No, I'm hating on them. That's.
They got a really nasty looking chain link fence.
They built a deck around their above.
Don't hate on the above ground pool, dude.
They built a
Pool
deck.
house.
Are you kidding me?
All right, the back side is siding and the front is brick. So we got issues to discuss with this house, dude. Do you see that?
But their backyard's nice.
No, so look at the front.
Yeah, it was
Is nothing but brick, but the back side
exciting.
is siding.
That's good. It's that.
And it's
road-
different brick.
It's that road appeal, you know. That.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, well, I know why the price is the way it is now. So,
It's got a above ground.
dude, I'm done with you hating on the above ground pool.
That's a really nice house.
It's also
Probably right off the
614,000.
water though. You can probably buy
It's
that.
135 or 153 Gunpowder View. So nice, 399.
That's supposed to be North
Is the
Carolina.
back going to be just missing? It's just be an
Well, if you-
open
well, it can't get worse than that siding. So, it's
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
a deck, no above ground pool. It's a nice driveway.
It's got a raised deck too. A little bit of storage underneath.
Well, what?
Oh god.
They take it from one of those disposable
What
cameras.
is that?
It's
That is the
this
smallest bathroom I've ever seen in my life.
kind of morbid, but every time someone dies in the bathroom, this is exactly what the bathroom looks like. Where they end up like just in between here.
How do you even get your leg between the shower and like whenever you're trying to poop?
They got another one. That is
if I'd want to live there.
Okay. That's the theme of Granite Falls, is that it looks like a nice, modest house.
What do they say about Mole? It's business in the front,
Party in the back. This is more like party in the front, oddity in the back. Well, this is I think it's Riverview or Lakeview.
Let me see that actual trailer.
It's probably going to be beautiful inside.
That's more up my alley, man.
Coming soon.
That's a beautiful view, though. Like,
It is beautiful.
You're paying to be off the water. That's good.
You said you want to see the trailer?
Yeah,
This trailer's
I can afford
$215,000.
that one. What is it, 3-bed?
I thought it was like Goldfish Court, and I was like, dude, you're not moving here.
3-bed, 2-bed.
It's beautiful.
Dude, that's beautiful. That's way better.
Real
than
tall
that.
ceilings.
Look at that. Look at that kitchen.
Big,
You
spacious.
put an island right there?
Yeah,
That's nice.
you're right.
Dude, I would buy that.
Oh, that's for laundry room. I was like, what the hell is this?
I'd buy that before I bought one of the houses. Trailers these days are nice, man. Like, they're affordable.
I mean, honestly, these rooms are gorgeous. I mean,
You got some room for your soap.
for your toiletries, if you will. Oh, look at that. It's a Whirlpool fucking,
That's
excuse me.
awesome. My aunt lived in a trailer, they had a Whirlpool.
Was it? That's what people splurge on.
My parents got their trailer for I think it was like $60,000. It's a very nice trailer.
All right, this one's 182. We're playing in dangerous waters right now, so
I bet the house is beautiful.
I bet it is too.
Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's really nice. They tried.
At least rig your yard. There's no photos for inside.
Oh, that's not good.
We call that one a clue.
You could buy that land for $140,000. You could probably build
Right.
it right there.
This was 49,000.
Where was that?
No, right there it's 149.
Oh, right there.
Oh jeez, what have you done?
God. Where'd it go?
It's up. I saw the 149,000
Yeah, it was like decent land.
right there.
That's a lot of land.
It's 1.5 acres. This is 2 acres on the. I don't know what that is. It looks like a lake.
So you'd have to clear it out, then build it. Yeah, my ring's starting to get tighter.
560 square feet.
Is that just a door?
Is that a laundry room? It's like a skate park. What is this? New acreage. There's a lot of construction. Yeah, so not the best affordable housing market in Granite Falls.
I would buy that trailer for $250,000.
The outside looks pretty atrocious.
You could fix that. Well, not really, but
Yeah, how? Put that stick-on bricks like the other house does, because it's actually the siding.
have you seen the siding that actually looks like bricks?
No,
Dude, look
I
it
bet
up.
that is trashy.
Look it up, dude. Look it up.
Oh,
That's not good.
you said the stick-on siding?
Look up siding, the brick siding, maybe.
Dude, I bet this looks like a nasty bathroom.
Dude, it's not bad.
All right, this is not what I thought you were talking about. I thought it was like a.
No, it's not a sticker. It's,
okay.
it's like actual siding.
Okay, I've seen this before.
It's really nice.
Yeah, people put this in. My parents put that in their house when they built the house. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I thought you were talking about like the bathroom tile stuff. I was like,
if you
dude,
change it out for those, I mean, your trailer wouldn't look that bad.
but your entire.
How much are you paying for a 54? Like, how much are you getting for $55?
3.2 square feet is $50.
That's a lot of money. How much square feet do you think it covers cover the whole house? A lot more than you think 3.2 square feet?
I'll look at the trailer and I'll tell you how much square footage, and I'll probably just multiply that by 2.
Realistically, it'll probably be about, what, $10,000 to put it on.
I don't know, dude. It might be a lot. All right, the trailer is 1,500 square. That's pretty good square footage for a trailer. So what is this?
So that'd be 3,000 times 50. That's $15,000, give or take.
5.2 or 1.552.
You also got to think cover full walls. So, probably realistically looking at
Oh!
no, that can't be right.
I didn't even multiply it by 2. I just did 55 times 1500, which that wouldn't even make sense. But
Well, then you got to divide it by the 3.5 because it's 3.5 square feet per $55. So divided by 3.5.
poof,
I can't afford that.
poof. You're probably looking at $50,000 to cover the house, and also your house would look so strange because that stuff isn't just like one depth. It's like multi-depth.
I'm happy with just the trailer side.
Because realistically, any corner rooms of the house, you'd have to multiply whatever square footage of that room is times 3.
So it's gonna be a lot more. So I could essentially buy a whole new trailer.
Yeah, you could buy a trailer to put on top of that trailer.
I could have a double-decker trailer.
Correct.
That'd be pretty sick. You ever seen one?
A double decker?
I've never seen one.
No.
First one, man.
I've heard about double wides.
Have you ever seen like the small houses?
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. That's about some other one. Give me crap.
Waiting too long for this one.
Oh yes, coming tonight. Did you like that picture I sent yesterday?
Which one?
The one where I circled one of your photos.
First of all, why were you going to my Facebook like that? Second of all, I did see that. It's a pretty cool picture though.
Yeah. I think it's a really cool photo.
So I didn't even know about that photo until I think it was like 7 years after I got out of the military.
Oh, really?
And a buddy sent it to me. He said, "Hey, I was just going through some of my Afghanistan pictures." He's like, "I came across this one, sent it to me." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I'm holding. That's a Thor on my back. So that's the
Yeah, that's
thing
why you probably have cancer.
Yeah, so I was about to say that's the thing that causes cancer. So,
Did you have the PVS-14?
what is that?
The mind scanner?
No, that was the kid in front of me. I'm the one with the thing with the antennas coming out. That radiates
Radio signal.
radio signals that they say. They told me when I first got it. They said, "Hey, if you wear this, it causes extreme dehydration." So I think so.
What?
What else is it doing?
I've never worn a Thor or anything like that.
It was actually the Thor, the second generation of Thors, I think. Or second or third generation.
They have them on most up-armored vehicles.
Thor. You gotta carry it every day. How heavy is that?
Did you guys have Crow system?
I don't think so.
So the Crow is a computer that attaches to any belt machine gun, whether it's like 50, 240, Mark 19. And there's an actuator inside the commander. There's a commander's view inside of whatever vehicle that's attached to, and you can use the Crow to automatically use the weapon system. So you don't have to be on the weapon.
That's pretty cool.
The thing weighs like 14,000 pounds. Yeah. We got two, well, my old company, we got 2 new Crows, or not, yeah, Crows. They're pretty cool.
Money well spent by the government.
Well, they have like like settings on it for like a scan view, where like if like your weapon is free, like if it comes into contact with something, you can shoot at it.
It's good for like posts.
Like it'll be like an automated sentry.
It's pretty cool.
So the Army just fielded a new outfit of Bradleys, the next generation Bradley. You know what Bradley is? The fighting vehicle. So it looks like a big old tank looking thing. It's got a 20mm
I
cannon.
play Call of Duty.
Okay.
I know what a Bradley is.
So the version 4 of the Bradleys that came out. So there's typically 4 people in a Bradley crew, 4 to 5. Commander, gunner, assistant gunner, driver, and passengers. And now in the new generation Bradley, the driver, the gunner, and the assistant gunner all have access to the guns. So the gunner, that's their main job, is the gun. But now if you're like you're stationary on post, the gunner and the driver have different cameras, so they can look at different stuff and see if the gunner or the driver sees a threat that the gunner doesn't see. You can snap the gun to his view and he can shoot. Yeah, it's really impressive. Because typically in all the other Bradley fighting vehicles, the gunner has the only access to that. But now they both have like infrared, thermal, and whatever else they need. Yeah, it's really cool. So whoever like sees the threat first can snap the gun to them, engage the threat, then the other person can, as soon as he. It's cool because all the driver has to do is grab the control from the firing system, and it gives him command of it. He doesn't like select anything. He just grabs the control and he has it. Yeah, I mean it's like, especially in like modern day combat, it's like it'll save so many lives.
Crazy how we went from I was watching Pacific with John Massey, where they barely have sights on their machine guns, and that's bad.
I just started Pacific again, actually.
There's a lot more talking stuff than
Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers, like the more like bureaucratic side, where he gets his Medal of Honor and everything. They do get into that a little more. Probably should have, but
Still good series. Did you see that Steve Spielberg's coming out with another one? It's a sequel to Band of Brothers.
really,
It's called
I thought Tom Hanks did it.
No, it was Steve Spielberg and I think and Tom Hanks actually. But it's like it's not like a direct sequel. It doesn't follow Dick Winters because I don't know if you know the story about Dick Winters, but he doesn't.
He goes for another war, doesn't
He goes to Korea. Yeah.
he? What Chesty did.
Chesty Puller.
You know he was in World War I, II, and Korean War.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he was one of the most decorated Marines in history.
He is the most decorated.
Is
Right?
he the most decorated?
I believe so. Because that's the only reason why I know his name is Chesty Puller.
Good name.
It follows the Army Air Corps in World War II.
Yeah. I wish they would do a series like that for like Vietnam. That'd be awesome. Well, I've heard some of the craziest stories from Vietnam.
I mean, I've read more books on World War II than I have Vietnam, but I read a book in college. I don't even remember. It's like The Devil's Nest or something like that. It's about a hilltop that the 101st, like, it took them like 100 days to seize. But it was like, just like the stories are atrocious. Can you imagine like your worst field op that you ever did? Times a million. Because like, you think of like all the field ops, you're like, man, I really want to shower right now. But like, you're in the jungle.
Can you imagine 100 straight days of warfare?
No, I cannot.
Dude, that's gotta be terrible for your psyche.
Yeah.
Then, so in Vietnam, if like let's say you fell asleep at a foxhole, the Vietnamese would actually jump into the hole, kill one person, leave the other one alive, and then they would jump out and leave. But then like they would have bungee pits with poop and pee on it. So
Also, you die of infection.
So if you fall in it, it slows down the whole unit, and then you will eventually die of infection. But now the whole unit has to carry
You.
So
Yeah, that's wild.
they would do stuff like that intentionally. But the thing that I just said, they're really like, can you imagine like you fall asleep and like they kill your partner and leave you alive? Like, and their whole idea was to mess with the soldier system, their whole psyche.
804. 801. No, 11.
Couldn't imagine that, man.
No. I mean, warfare was just so different.
I remember in New York, I had a Vietnam veteran walk up to me. He's like, I Afghanistan the whole day. I was like, dude, you're in Vietnam. Don't ever tell me about.
Dude, like the Korean War, like some parts of World War II, like were like you had to fight the enemy. Also, frostbite, like people were like losing fingers and toes. Like the weather. I mean,
Like those episodes in what is it called? Band of Brothers. Where are they at again?
Normandy, and then
No, they've got like no winter gear at all.
Bastogne.
Bastogne. Like, I could not imagine that, man.
Yeah, I'd freeze to death. Have you ever read any books on the Pacific Theater
No.
about the Marine? There's a really good book called With the Old Breed by I forgot what his first name is, but Sledge. He was a Marine that invaded Guadalcanal, and dude, like they didn't have any clean water, so they were like filling up oil jugs. They were drinking like oil, diluted water, and everyone was getting like really sick. They didn't have any food. They were sleeping on like coral. Like that's just where their camps were. They didn't have like mats or anything like that. Yeah.
6151, we're at 23 and minus 579.
Just hearing people like talk about like shell shock, just like from artillery, like constant artillery, it's like kind of wild.
I can do it.
Oh, you can. I mean,
Is it one of them?
I think he's off on Mondays. I think he works Tuesday through Saturday, I believe.
So we're going to be here for that.
Yeah.
You might not have time for another. You might have time.
See? We'll take this for a day so Eddie can get back. Huh? What did you say?
You can testify on both at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'll grab all the property if you wanna grab them. Because there's so much. You good? See that? I'm just about to take off my magazines.
I love this new policy that we can't turn off our PCs.
I think it makes sense, to be honest. I think it probably should have been a policy the entire time.
Well, as soon as you get into the Sally board, everything has audio and video.
I still think it should probably been a policy the entire time. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. Yeah. After hearing that story about that Westover officer,
Well, that's all
I mean, yeah, I mean, it just makes the investigation a lot easier. Yeah, the one that missed that thing.
It's up there.
So I think it makes sense.
We'll go through the doors. The one that's
So how this works is we're gonna go in there, we're gonna search it one more time. The deputy's gonna search you, then we'll get you out of handcuffs. It doesn't look like there's too many people in there, so you'll be able to see a magistrate right away.
Can I see my wife?
Yeah, you'll see your wife in there. They probably won't let you talk to her, to be honest, but you're only getting charged with misdemeanors, so you're not gonna be in here for any extended period of time.
So if you or your wife do try to talk to each other, they'll give you like 1 or 2 warnings, and then they'll
Please don't talk.
yeah, and then they'll isolate somebody if y'all keep talking.
So, you know, it's being a court day. I don't know.
They'll
how
set
the
all
process
that.
goes.
Yeah. So when you go in there, they'll tell you what you're being charged with. Since you don't have a record, I
So I'm
can't.
getting fined.
No. So it's not a fine. So since you don't have a record, in my experience, it's typically, hey, sign your name on this piece of paper, promise to appear in court, and you're good. They'll let you out.
First time is a warning, basically.
Pretty much. I mean, sometimes people that have records.
So
they get the
basically,
same
if
thing.
you would have just let you search us and shit, this shit would have been easier.
We would have wrote you a citation.
Yeah, we were probably wrote you a citation.
See, you don't know this, like, you understand, we come from New York, and all we know is
I got you. Things are different.
police doing the worst.
I mean,
And then the way my wife is reacting, bro, listen.
Like, she wasn't even
We've
going to get
been
charged.
up all night, bro. We just got off work, so like,
So you should,
Yeah,
you both should be
she's
out,
outside.
you both should be out of here in the next couple hours. I couldn't see them holding you.
no
Some,
longer. Me?
no, neither of you.
Let me
Typically,
ask you another question.
Yeah, of course.
So what if this happened again and I have my license, too smart, my medical,
you don't
and
have,
my,
North Carolina doesn't have medical marijuana.
so then you can't even if I have it.
Correct.
So even if I have medical papers for my anxiety, I cannot use it here in the state.
Not in North Carolina. They don't have medical marijuana. But so
No, I'm saying, what if I still have my papers from New York saying that
it's
from a
not,
doctor?
it's not valid here. So with you're being charged with carrying a concealed gun, and since you haven't been charged with anything, a condition when you go to court is they're going to have you take the concealed carry class. So what you're doing, that what you were doing,
Okay, so,
So-
I can get my concealed license.
they're going to make you.
Oh, they're gonna make me.
Since you
Because of
haven't,
this charge, so it's mandatory I have to go to this?
that's typically one of the conditions. So normally people that aren't violent offenders or anything like that,
I'm a violent offender.
I don't say you were.
I'm just,
They'll make you go to the class. So when you have a gun, all you have to do is call informing the police. So
if I have to use one.
correct. Not if you have to use one, but if you're just carrying it. So if you come into contact with us, be like, hey, I got my concealed carry on me. I got my ID on me as well, and we check it out and we say you're good to go. But that typically, 99% of the time, that's a condition. So you'll go to court and be like, hey, you promise to take the class?
Yeah.
You say yes, they'll give you a day for the class, then you get out of here. I know you guys are from New York. Things are different everywhere. I mean, we don't have the best reputation right now in the country. So typically, at least in the city of Charlotte,
No smoking at all.
Well,
We've been
I mean-
legal since 2019, like.
yeah, everywhere in North Carolina is still illegal. It's a Schedule 6. But yeah, just most of us are pretty cool around here. We have a lot bigger stuff on our plate than petty marijuana.
That's how I feel, man.
I mean, that's how we feel too.
Initially, we
Like
had,
somebody's getting hurt as we speak.
so initially we had no plans on even doing anything with your wife, even that little joint. We probably wouldn't have charged you for the joint. We probably would have just
Just search me.
charged you for the concealed carry, and wrote you a
Yeah,
citation.
you need a citation for the carry because it is a weapon.
But your wife kind of
I know because she's a female, she's not used to none of this. Everything she sees dealing with the police is something tragic, so she thinks something bad's gonna happen.
I can tell you Charlotte's police department is known countrywide as one of the more professional police departments. Things did have to get a little hairy on the scene because of the situation that happened, but Charlotte's police is known countrywide for being one of the most professional police departments in the country. So we wouldn't have given you a hard time, we would have been placing handcuffs or a citation.
Yes.
Also, I know you're not from here, but where you guys are at, where that Bojangles is at, is a bad part of town.
We don't even know Charlotte, we don't know, we just know we're on the
that's-
south side.
that's what I'm telling you now.
I said, we've been out here since September.
Especially if you guys are gonna continue to work at Bojangles, you're
Nah, it was just something now, we're about to go to the airport, like, that's our next move.
that's a good job. But the longer you guys are there, you'll hear gunshots, you'll see him and I in the parking lot all the time. Just because bad stuff goes down there. So, just letting you know
I know.
where you at.
I thought about it later, like, if we would just corroborate, we probably
Yeah.
wouldn't be this far.
We're after the major dealers, we're not after people just trying to work and carrying a gun. I mean, that's
But you gotta understand, from my point of view, knowing that I have a gun, I wanna live. The reputation I'm known is people with guns usually end up getting shot or bad situations. So.
Well, to prevent that, I mean, what you did
But I
was
wasn't
not
going
good.
to sit here and,
Yeah.
like, you know,
our policy is, we tell people this in cars all the time, we say, hey, I got a gun, we say, you don't touch yours, we don't touch ours, and that's the fact of the matter is, we get it, North Carolina is an open carry state, you can't open carry a gun, you can't conceal carry a gun, so we see a lot of guns in North Carolina, so we're not like New York where they see a gun, they get scared, because New York it's
I'm
hard.
supposed to have a gun in New York.
So-
unless you go for it.
North Carolina, we get it, people carry guns, that's what we believe in North Carolina, is that you have that right. So
So until you get that concealed carry permit, you know how we carry our guns on our hip like that?
Keep it concealed.
No, do not keep it concealed.
So
Keep
don't
it
have-
open in the open. See how ours are
So you
prepared?
can see it beforehand.
Correct. That's called open carry in North Carolina completely. So until you get that concealed carry permit,
And what's the best way to carry it, in a holster or?
typically, yeah, that's for the public at least. People when
'Cause I
when they
don't
see
think
it,
you should be
when they see it,
tucking that- tucking
when they
it
see it
in.
tucked into a waistband or something like that, typically people call 911.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's just the public. I don't care, as long as I can see it, you're good. But a holster is preferable. And I don't fault you by any means. I mean, that is a dangerous neighborhood. If I know if I was on the street, I would care
I
about
have to be there at 4 a.m.
You walk.
I walk at least 2-3 miles. I walk past that cemetery every day. I walk past it every Wednesday to Sunday to get there
Wow.
at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.
I'll tell you that the route from the XFCA to that Bojangles is one of the most dangerous strips in the city. So there's a reason why we're out there patrolling.
That's how I'm looking at it. I have to protect myself being new here.
Yep, I got you.
I guess I gotta do it in the right way, and I'll just do it.
I don't fault you for it. We both don't fault you for it. But hopefully you guys learn from this. And it's not gonna be anything crazy. So we're just happy we got you down here at a reasonable time.
I just want her to get her shoes. Is she already in
But
there?
yep, I got her shoes right here.
So she's in there with this guy.
Yep.
Also, can you ask your wife not to punch an officer in the face?
Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah. That's why this all kind of went down.
She punched me in my face 4 times. It's all on camera.
Because she just doesn't know how to react to these situations, bro.
I get that.
I get it, but you know, I didn't.
And then I saw officers punch her, and it was rough to her too. So at the situation, I understand why she would, but it's
I didn't.
issues on. It's like 2 wrongs don't make a right. It's like whatever.
You were absolutely right.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. None of this should be happening. in the first place.
I agree with you.
So I'm pushing 40. She's just turning 25. So
I get it.
it's a difference.
Yep, definitely. You grew up in New York?
But I lived in the South. I lived in Jacksonville from 2012 to 14. So I
Okay.
don't know how it is to be down here.
Is that from North Carolina or Florida?
Huh?
North Carolina?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Florida?
Yeah.
I was born in Jacksonville and raised and everything.
Yeah, I feel that. I do. My grandmother she retired from NYPD, so a lot of things are just not. I'm just new to the city. That's all I know.
Yeah.
New to the city. I'm carrying old habits to the new city, so
Yeah.
I know I can walk around freely, smoking in jail after I get off of work, tired, my whole shift,
I got you.
waiting for the bus. So you've been seeing cops come to me and it didn't register. It's like, well, what did I do?
Well, now you know. Especially coming from New York, I mean, you didn't know. But unfortunately, not to sound, like a dick, but ignorance isn't an excuse.
Not knowing is not enough.
Correct.
Nah,
So thank you for hearing us out. Thank you for being cool.
I have no right. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
that's what I smell.
What?
Some good smelling cologne right there.
All right, thank you. I gotta use it to cover up the weeds.
I got you, man. I mean, CBD is legal down here. The only thing is you gotta watch out for that, because a lot of people will say, the CBD, it does fall on the burden of.
The prosecuted. So, say you have I'll give you a situation. So, say you have a CBD joint. I don't know. As law enforcement,
It just all smells the same.
correct. So, as law enforcement, it is not our burden to figure out that it's CBD. It's yours in court. So,
It's enough for you to accept.
correct. Let's go. Yeah.
Right.
So, I just want to make you aware of that.
And the phone is still in there, right?
Correct. Everything is still. We consolidated everything in your bags.
Everything just hit like a ton of bricks. Like I said, we went up all morning. I was just tired. And
It ain't no big deal. You're gonna be out of here soon. So
She's thinking that the worst,
I told her that she's
She
probably
knows that
back
I
here.
had to come on me, so she's like, "Oh, I never think she never gonna see me again." Because I tell you, in New York, you can't have it. You get arrested 5 years, and then you get a year for every bullet. So she's thinking,
I heard you say some of the buzzwords when I was briefly talking to you about like violent offenses and stuff like that. And I can tell that you didn't know about North Carolina law.
Man, I was
So,
just confused and pissed.
and Mecklenburg especially, the justice is very crowded here. So they're not looking
Have
to,
time for petty stuff.
they don't have time for petty stuff. It's not what they're trying to keep people in here for, so. If, it would be a miracle if you're late to your shift tomorrow. You gotta work tomorrow?
Yeah, 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I should be fine.
Yeah, you should be well,
I already like expect to be out here the latest 10 if anything, but
I would say the latest, yeah. Again, we don't control this. If the power goes out, I mean, that could hold you up a little bit,
I've
but
been arrested in like for misdemeanor since I was a teenager, bro. Like, I'm 38. All I know is after 5, we didn't see the judge after 5, you have 2 the next morning.
no, it's not like that here. It's staffed 24 hours. Yeah. So it's a misdemeanor. In certain felony offenses, you'll see the magistrate today. Certain felonies, you'll have to see a district court judge, and they'll set terms, conditions, and release. But misdemeanors, it's the same way.
How did the bond thing go out here?
So, like I said, we don't control bond. The magistrate does. Typically, for first-time offenders, it's like I said, write your name on the piece of paper, or depending on the offense, it might be pay $100 or whatever and get out. But we don't control any of that. That's all up to the magistrate what they decide to see fit. I will tell you that I have seen people get out on armed robbery the same day. So
You guys are two. And nobody's getting off on armed robbery in New York.
yeah, you can say that
You're
again.
not seeing releasing righteous for a month before you see a judge.
I got court next week for a shooting that happened 2 years ago.
2 weeks ago?
2 years ago.
Oh, wow. 2 years ago.
He was a free man up until a couple weeks ago.
So he got to wait for the court, the case outside?
So, bond working. How's it going?
You guys
Keep
got
going.
it tough out here. You got people just waiting out of jail for their court date. No, not in New York. You know. Unless you're paying for it, and it's like, it's expensive.
You got a traffic stop on somebody on an electric monitor for attempted first-degree murder. So, I mean, it's crazy, but
Yeah. You have 55. Man.
We need to process each person one at a
It's
time.
worth it.
typically the glove password on those.
Why is her face like that, bro? See this in my mouth. Like, oh, this is unnecessary.
So, I mean, we were trying to get cuffs on her for probably about 10 minutes, so, I just got against the ground or something, I'm not sure.
Just got the golden ticket, so I'll be waiting for a little longer.
It was a rig. Just wanted to do it.
Say it was a wreck.
Yeah. After money.
4 on a Monday. Come on.
Single car. Say somebody's working to the land for the path of travel. Really treated.
We went to one last week where this guy hit the guardrail and then took the guardrail all the way down, took out like, it was probably 100 yards of guardrail, and then he ended up flipping over the guardrail, was upside down, and then he goes in the medic truck with a gun in his waistband, and he just pulled out a gun, and said, yeah, I got this, and they're like, it was cool. And then you guys arrived, we're like, hey, here you go.
When was this?
Last week.
What was it? Like, probably last
Wednesday?
Friday or Saturday. Was it Wednesday?
Yeah, I wasn't working Saturday.
I wasn't either, so that makes sense.
I
So,
think it was last Wednesday.
How do I go
Was
back
off
with
the
I don't get the picture back, do I?
77,
No way I can
45.
get it back?
Southern 77.
Yeah.
It was a 77 and 45 south. Well, it happened northbound, but it ended up southbound.
I got you guys.
And he's just walking around and nothing happened. He's just like,
Yeah, we didn't know he was involved in the 50. We were like, who are you? And he's like, oh yeah, that was my car. I was like, how are you okay? All the windows were busted out.
55.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah. Again, he says whiteboard in front of him, but you can clearly see that no whiteboard in front of this guy.
Yeah. Put it aside. Look. It's about time to get some new. I got the ones from the website, from the bike thing. I got those. Let's see how those are.
Are they full gloves?
They're mechanics.
Because they gave me the fingerless gloves.
Any gloves?
For the bike school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they gave us the fingerless gloves and they gave us the helmet.
I give the helmet, but yeah.
We look like a bunch of dweebs riding around with our fingerless gloves.
What's it called? The gloves they gave us for dual sport are really nice. They're really nice, yeah. They're like $100 gloves.
I won't ever ride in outdoor sport.
Dude, they're so much fun.
I've had too many buddies die on the thing. Not dual sport, but like,
Yeah.
so, I'm not about that life.
That's probably the most stressful class I've been to at CMP.
Bike wasn't stressful for me, man. I'm not built for that. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, they're like, yeah, we're doing the test tomorrow, so if you don't pass all the tests, you have to go home, you fail. We're like,
okay.
and then, you know, like the concourses, there's like 18 of them.
Don't you have to do kind of like the inbox for, I barely do that.
So, you have like a 360, it's like about the size of this, you have to turn around the board. You like come in through the door, you have 360 and come out.
Sir.
That was like the hardest part of the entire class, was figuring out that 360, because you had to do it. So everything that you do is, unless you rest, it's not like the academy where you just like do it once and you're good. So he's intoxicated, driving, so he gets to go first. It's like a due process thing, so they can have their own tests. They got it? So,
It's like 10 feet in the woods.
yeah, that's what he was saying.
Do you find the woods this year? Just went in.
Yeah, something around here.
I can't believe I just missed that.
I remember that my phone.
So it's not just like you do it once, like in the car, you have to do it 3 times, and one you can't hit any guns at all. It's bad.
I hate that part. They're like, yeah, you gotta get past this and get you riding through the crowd. I'm in the crowd like that. Get off my bike and pull back.
Yeah.
Like, riding through it. Because if I bump somebody, you're like, oh my god.
Well, you know, Holzheimer broke his back during dual sport school.
School?
Yeah, there's a concourse where you have to like lock up your brakes. You have to go like 35 or 55 and stop in like a little 10-foot section. And if you apply too much front brake, you go over the handlebars. And that's what Holzheimer did. And he went over the handlebars and the bike hit him.
They said, what's her name? Academy Wiseman? Wiseman?
Wasner?
She said whenever she took the bike to school, she would put on the brakes too hard, the front ones, and then she said she got flung off the bike. And she said she went probably about 5 or 6 yards
Jeez.
off the bike.
That's what I'm clean on. When we were doing our long ride, we were like pedaling up to a curb, and I guess he wasn't looking at the curb, he was just being clean up around, and like grabbed the front brake and he got tossed off. And he's like, Yeah, it was pretty funny. He's like, dude, pull off the bike. I was like, I know.
My dang chain fell off, and then they took off the dials, and like, so we get my chain back on, and we're going, and then I was with two Central Bike guys, and they're like, okay, they're stopping for us at the end of this trail. We get to the end of the trail, and like, I know we're broken it, and they're like, oh, well, we said that later, my other son, they're really, so we're fucking broken it there, and then we get there, and they're like, I don't know where we're at. And, so they end up pulling into this church, so we end up booking for like a mile.
Jeez. With no chain.
No, we got the chain back on.
Oh.
We were,
Negative there,
it just exhausted.
Did you have a Scott bike from Sturgeon?
35
No, I used one of their,
One of their bikes?
yeah.
I used one of the Scots from our district, and they were pretty good.
Really?
I had a tire blowout like a mile before we ended our long ride on Graham.
Whenever they're teaching us to take that tire, we not talking to them. So once I caught up to them at the church, I'm like, they were like, all right, let's go. And I was like, come on.
So at during dual sport, after you do your like qualifications, they're like, all right, the rest of the week is just fun. So you do it like midway, and then the rest of the time there, you just be like, we're gonna wait for everyone else to qualify. So you guys just have fun and do stuff.
That's what they did for us.
It's a lot more fun on a motorcycle.
Yeah. I don't really actively sit on my bike if I don't have to. Look, you got pee.
I'm hungry, dude.
Female that they got shot. That's all. I was trying to run the camera back to see if I could finish the sheer was. It was fun.
Hey, on this sidewalk, there's like a McDonald's dry container near the ATM at the gas station. That's where the shooting from.
Let's go. You face the wall, please. This is the females that was just in here.
Leave.
Her belongings.
Would like to know that earlier.
Sorry. Yeah, if you don't mind. Appreciate it. All right. Those beads? What are those?
Yeah, for my brace, my necklace stuff.
Oh, okay, I got you. This person's good. Are you done? Cool.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Do you need anything from me?
No, thank you for testifying, though. I appreciate it.
No, I did not yet.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was like,
I'm
damn.
still waiting on the paperwork.
Okay, we'll testify if you want to go.
Okay.
Here you go, sir.